you gotta create something to where people would stop and just watch. You're still being yourself. You're still, no matter what, but it's your creative style that would make people stop and be like, this is something that I can get on. Complacency kills. So you got to kind of have these guests or kind of network out with people.
You know, Twitch is becoming more and more saturated. Like, only 1% of the population makes it. So, you know, when people go in with that attitude of, oh, I'm just going to stream and I'm going to make money, you know, usually they fail and they drop off, or you won't see them again. And it sucks because a lot of nice people think they can, you know, just turn on the camera, play Fortnite with 100,000 other people doing the same thing, and they're just going to get all these viewers, get ad revenue, and all. That's not how it works. You have to stand out in a saturated market. If I'm going to work with streamers and I want them to have success, I need to be able to provide good tools for them, and that's not just overlays or emojis or graphics or anything art, but I need to know what camera issues they're working with, what cams are good, their mic setups, you know.
Criminals come up and try to carjack them or rob them. Next thing you know, you've got one dead civilian and somebody's driving off in a brand new Lexus. He all comes up like, what you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing? I'm pumping gas. Get away from me. A lot of people aren't really caring about the content. It's how popular is this person already. Giant popularity contest. It's like high school all over again. What we do is a very niche market, regardless of how many companies there are. Runstyle kind of has that top dog status for the type of apparel that we make. I'm not saying that we don't bite at their heels.
Hey guys, Matt here, telling y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell to get notified each time that we're on. I want to say I love y'all so much. Enjoy the show.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, for what you guys don't know, you can't see it, but Zero has a boner underneath his desk, and
yeah, it's holding my desk.
Yeah.
It's the other leg.
It's my desk stand.
It's your fifth leg.
It's the other desk leg. Why is it lopsided?
If we hear,
there's actually two.
You gotta put cardboard under it. That's what.
If you hear a certain thunk underneath the desk, we know what it is.
Actually, mine would be glass because I have a glass desk. I did that last.
I thought you were gonna say you have a glass leg.
Don't touch it; it hurts. No, last night I was shutting everything down, and I have a titleum ring. It's an earth stone, and I have a glass desk, and I put my hand down for something, and I slapped the ring against the desk, and I thought it was gonna fucking shatter. I need to get like I need like a foam bar, like a safety bar for like that they use for kids, like on the edge of my glass desk.
I don't know why you just reminded me. I reminded you just like glass legs and all that shit. It just reminded me of some certain females prefer glass dildos because they heat up, I guess, and like the body heat. So
wouldn't it get hot?
Yeah.
I mean,
does it have anything to do with temperature though, or like?
I think it's like
maybe they're allergic to different
mean,
rubbers.
That's actually a fair point. That's actually a pretty fair point though. My mother-in-law is allergic to latex. She can't wear latex gloves.
I think that would be a pretty hot fuck.
Just don't put it in like hot water beforehand.
You could like take a picture of yourself and put it in the dildo.
Yeah. And
then when she's doing her thing,
$1 million ideas right
there.
Here.
You're still there.
Cut to the intro. That would suck.
So when you're doing 15 to life, you're still there.
Welcome to the Article 1776 podcast. I am Matt, co-host. This is Scottsdale87, and today we have a wonderful, beautiful host that is back, Mr. Zero.
Round 2, fight.
Round 2, which is one of our best podcasts, which is him as a guest. Zero Limits.
Draco.
Yep. Zero Limits. How are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Doing good. Enjoying the holidays. Got my shopping done. Been spending a lot of time with friends and family. Staying warm. You know how it goes.
I'm almost done with shopping. I think we have a little bit left to do. But, I went to Walmart today. It was horrible. I had to park in a different parking lot just to get to the fucking store. I only needed 5 things, and they weren't Christmas related at all. I need foodstuffs. And it took me, I think 20 minutes just to get to the checkout line. And then I realized something stupid. This store that I went to has no checkout lines. It's all self-checkout.
What is this, like a
I'd
Walmart?
never noticed it.
Yep, that's a new thing.
Yeah, at a Walmart. I'd never noticed it before. There's no lanes. It's literally all self-checkout, and it's on 2 ends. They have a section in the middle where it's blocked off. I think they have maybe 2 lanes. Mm-hmm. None of them are open. They're all blocked off and roped off and shit. But there's nobody working at fucking Walmart anymore.
Fix your shit, Walmart. No.
Yeah, I went to a Walmart in Kentucky, and they had no lanes for how it used to be. It was all self-checkout.
Yeah.
You have to check yourself out.
But you're not making $15 an hour for it.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And then they have the fucking audacity to stop you and ask you for your fucking receipt. Motherfucker, you just saw me. I've actually told somebody no before. I was at the last register, and then I look up and I made eye contact with the person. As I'm walking up, he's like, "Can I see your receipt, please?" And I went, "No." He goes, "What?" I said, "No, you can't see my receipt. You just watched me bag all this stuff." Because yeah, I just had to make sure that you bought it all. I'm like, "But you saw me pull the card out, right?"
And then charging for bags.
Yeah, right.
Do you guys have that where you're at?
Yeah, no, we don't.
If you forget your bags.
Yeah, we don't have plastic bags here anymore.
Yep.
They're illegal. Hey, this blew Matt's mind when he was up here for my wedding.
Yeah, here, Zero. You may fill up gas where you're at, but in New Jersey, did you know that it's illegal to fill up your own gas?
Oh, really?
There's only one other state like that.
Oregon?
I kind of want to say so. I know it's up. It's the up
where they pump it for you.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It's rude if you get out of your car and pump your gas.
It's not only rude. Couple things about that. So pumping gas is a union protected job out here in Jersey. So it's actually a union. Supermarkets out here, union. Okay. So one, if you try to pump your own gas out here, you're taking away from a union job. Mm-hmm. I get that. Second off, it stops theft and injury. So you could have somebody, pumping their gas. Next thing you know, 2 armed criminals come up and try to carjack them or rob them. Next thing you know, you've got 1 dead civilian and somebody's driving off in a brand new Lexus. It's too fucking cold out here sometimes. I mean, if they get paid for it and you want to be outside, go for it. More power to you. I like being outside in the cold, so it doesn't bother me. But if I could be in my car, nice and toasty with the seat warmers on, yeah, I'll do that.
I drove through Oregon one time, and I didn't know that. So I got out, went to pump my own gas, and the dude was looking at me like he was legit offended. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like,
what are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you trying to get near my car? And he's like, no, we pumped the gas here. I'm like, oh, I just get to sit in my car.
What you doing, bro? What are you doing? I'm pumping gas. Get away from me.
Yeah, it is. Once you get used to it, it is a nice luxury.
It is. My wife.
Sit in your car, especially if you got the kid,
My wife is from here.
Come sit in the car.
So she spent 21 years up here. before she moved to a town where she had to pump her own gas, and that was all the way out to Florida. So she said that she was at the store with a friend, and she's sitting in the car waiting to get gas. And her friend goes, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "Waiting for the gas attendant." And she's like, "What?" "No, you've got to do it." Completely blew my wife's mind the first time. She was like, there's a saying, and there really is a saying out here: Jersey girls don't pump gas. That's where that saying comes from, because they don't pump their own gas.
Here's the thing, too, is that, and I can, this is kind of how I feel and kind of a witness throughout society. If you're in a relationship, if, say, like, a guy is supposed to pump the gas, if you and your girl are at the gas station, the guy is supposed to pump the gas and the woman's supposed to stay in the car, because statistically, you're not sure what's going to happen to the woman if she tries to pump the gas. So,
yeah, I mean, and I think that's where the safety factor comes into play.
Yeah.
Because there are, I mean, my wife's not a pushover, but there are women who are very small compared to, you know, a male attacker physically. Not all. I'm sure there's plenty of badass women out there. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't come after me. But I'm saying you get that off chance where, you know, happens more often than not. A female can be overpowered by a male attacker or two, and next thing you know, there's an injury. So I see it as a
come after him or on him, either one.
You better come on me, come after me, so I'll fucking kill you. But oh yeah, that's my new character I'm working on, Chet. But for an overall safety factor, I think it's kind of cool. But it was weird. The first time we traveled out here, we borrowed her uncle's truck. We pulled it to the gas station. I'm like, and she's like, "Wait, stop!" And I'm like, "What are you doing?" Let go of me. I'm gonna pump the gas. She's like, "You can't." And I was like, "The fuck you mean I can't?" "Yes, I can. I'm gonna go out and do it." She's like, "No, it's illegal." And I was like, "Fuck you mean?"
I'm a grown ass man.
I'm a grown ass kid. I'll pump my own fucking gas. You can't tell me what to do. Sir, it's illegal. Oh, okay. I'm not. Look, I'm a tourist at that point. I ain't trying to get fucked up.
And this would be a great transition into changes. You know, like changes from when changes from back then until to now. So I want to mention this. Zero, you have done great work with the community for like Discord and all that stuff. There you go. Round of applause.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
What we want to know and the people want to know is that what have you been up to since the last podcast? Like anything?
You can't handle the truth.
Man, when was the last podcast? Like what, 6 months ago?
Yeah, about 6 months. Actually, yeah, about 6 months.
So this has been a great year. I think you know, in this type of business, when you're dealing with different platforms, you see a lot of people come, you see a lot of people go. But some of the development strategies that I've actually put in place with my team is not only building relationships with other servers and like creating kind of a partnership where you work in tandem, doing like you have your own theme within your Discord, right? But you work together. And that's actually been a real struggle because, you know, a lot of people don't like to share as much. And then, you know, when you're dealing with a lot of streamers, you know, streamers and Twitch is a completely different platform. So when you mix it with Discord, who's, you know, it's mostly share based with links and text based. So people that like to type, and then there's a lot of voice chat and whatnot. So you're getting voice rooms. And
I just
stuff
send
like that.
stupid memes. I'm horrible at Discord.
Yeah, and everybody has their own way to incorporate with it, and that's been one of the big turns. Is okay, how can we use this platform, and what is this platform use? How is this platform being used now? As everybody's kind of transitioning into more of a digital era. And I say digital era because we've really realized, you know, Twitch is becoming more and more saturated. Like Only 1% of the population makes it. So, when people go in with that attitude of, oh, I'm just going to stream and I'm going to make money.
Yeah.
Usually they fail and they drop off, or you won't see them again. Or you'll see those people that sit in there 5 days a week for 4 hours every stream with like 1 or 2 viewers, and they're depressed, like it's destroying them. But then on the other side of the spectrum, you'll get those people that follow you based on your viewership, right? So they'll come and say hi because you got 5,000 followers. They don't actually care about you. Not to say this is like how everybody is, but this is just what I'm noticing.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of noticed the same thing. Like I've been streaming for about 2 years now. I don't do great numbers, but I've noticed that if I have more than 3 or 4 people in, I'll get 1 or 2, maybe 3 other people in, and then maybe I'll get a raid because of that. But if I've been at it for 3.5 hours, I'm the only person in there, and it's gotten to the point where I can't continue to keep talking to myself, and it seems like I'm stagnant, just kind of like sitting there. You don't get those kind of you don't get viewers that way. But when you, like you said, when you've got people who have 5,000 viewers at one time, or 300-400 viewers at one time, you're generally going to get a follower or 2 in there just because that they have the numbers. It's not, a lot of people aren't really caring about the content. It's how popular is this person already.
Yeah, it's
giant popularity contest. It's like high school all over again.
I'll say this, from what I think of it is kind of like, I'm going to use Zero as an example. Zero, you have quintessentially your own, the community with the Zero Limits gaming community, which I'll post the Discord in the description below. Shameless plug. But it's kind of like owning your own business in a sense, to where it's more than just if you take a test and you fail. If you fail, then others fail as well. So it's kind of like you have gone so well as to forming your own success in a group, to where one is successful, not only is one successful, but others are successful as well. So you have done tremendous work in that, I will say. It's kind of like the same thing with us. If I fail, then it's more than just me failing. It's Scottsdale failing as well. So
yeah,
for you, Zero, is taking on the burden of watching not only over yourself, but you're also taking care of other streamers, whether it be on Twitch or YouTube, other things such as that sort. So for you to constantly go out of your way and being the great person that you are, knowing that I got to take care of my folks that are helping taking care of me. It's like a well-oiled machine, basically.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. No, well, there's other things too, and I talk to a lot of people, and when you start talking to streamers that actually have numbers, and I'm like, hey, I want to work with you. The conversation is usually, well, why? Like, what can you offer me? And having a Discord and giving security is a huge thing. You know what happened today? Like, nobody saw this in the Discord because our gates are locked. But somebody randomly joined the Discord and they posted free nude links for 5 hours, and it never hit the Discord because of the security that I've built. And that was part of it, is like, there's a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes where people send out random DM messages trying to do phishing scams and all this other stuff. But, you don't have to worry about that because I have a team in place for the security part of it too. And talking a little bit more about growth since we've talked. So I kind of did this backwards. I work with a lot of streamers, and streamers build their streaming community, right? I started with Discord, knowing all the ins and outs, all the different bots that I can use for my design, because I've always treated this as a business, a personal business with a 5 to 10 year growth plan, right? So year one is I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. Yeah. And I tell that to everybody I work with. If you're really you have to treat it that way. It has to be a business. It's got to be a long-term goal. You're not going to get instant success. But the new spin, I hit affiliate after a year. Like I just hit affiliate 2 weeks ago.
Congratulations.
I decided, all right, thank you. The community's been great. I decided to build my community first and then hit the streaming network. And if you're going into this type of industry, no matter what your platform is, that's a key to success. If you're going to be on Twitch, you have to socialize. You have to build your community. You know what I mean? It's not just streaming and hoping all those people will come and find you, because it's a very saturated market.
Yeah. And you've constantly got to evolve too. Like So Matt, you asked me a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago when I was getting back into streaming. Mm-hmm. And I tried to last night. I had some technical issues. Mm-hmm. So games would stream, but the game that I was trying to actually play would not actually broadcast. But there's also a lot of other things that I've started working with too. Like I've actually started using my Stream Deck more. Mm-hmm. Like one of the things I talked to you about is I wanted to be able to control all channels of my audio independently through the time I have free time between school and work, and then everything else. I've been able to study a little bit of things about what I can do with the Stream Deck. So now I can control everything independently. So like right now, your audio channel through our program here, I can turn you down and mute you completely. I could turn Zero down, mute him completely. But that's what this program on Stream Deck gives me the ability to do. So
you mute me.
I'm able. Yeah, that's huge.
I'm sorry, what?
You'd mute me if I would.
What? I can't hear you.
Fuck you.
It's working.
It's working. It's working. I like it. Yeah.
I was gonna say,
I've gotten new.
You'd mute me. You mute us if I were to make the sound of me and Zero's dicks touching.
Okay. Well, yeah. I see. Like that's the thing I would mute.
That's where you got to really turn it up.
Yeah, because you got to get the macaroni and cheese sounds. But I've gotten some new sound bites, some new interactive stuff I'm working with on my overlay. I'm actually getting away from Streamlabs because, who wants to crash
Congratulations.
Who wants to crash their stream every 10 minutes, right? So yeah, I'm working on trying to figure that out and getting an overlay set up with that. Right now it's very basic and bare bones. But in order to be a relative streamer, you have to evolve. You have to change your shit up. You have to change your play style up. I noticed for a while I got a little more views playing Call of Duty. The whole thing with Nick Merckx came out, and I kind of, I deuced on Call of Duty. I was like, that's kind of bullshit because I don't want a corporation telling me that my opinion isn't valuable. If they're going to tell somebody that they're sponsoring that their opinion isn't valuable, hey, you shouldn't say what you feel. Go with what the narrative is. I got kind of pissed off. I was like, hey, I don't feel like playing Call of Duty for that. But the downside of that is I don't play video games with my homeboy here anymore like I used to. I don't get to play Call of Duty with Fish and Jess anymore. Actually, I haven't seen much of Jess in a while.
Yeah.
But like I lost out on that. So now I'm looking, okay, maybe I'm going to start playing Call of Duty again. They've changed some things up. It's a new season. Things are, it looks pretty cool. I've seen some pretty cool things about it. So I'm going to get back into that.
That's a great point, bringing up the woe of like, doing something that you're passionate about in your downtime. If you used to do that to relax, it really does take that away. Like my whole thing is like my whole server is about games and trailers and stuff like that. But now that I'm actually streaming 2 days a week, like on my downtime, I'm like, oh, I kind of need a break from like everything I've been doing because I'm always pumping out new trailers and news, and it's always games. And then playing games, you do get kind of burnt out. And if I wasn't so passionate about it, I don't know if a normal human being can do it all the time.
I get burned out on games.
It's like for me, I used to. I view it now as to where all my spare time if I'm not working out or editing and is like all that stuff. I try not to view video gaming as work because you'll get those certain ones that would have video gamers that would then think that gaming would be a work because it's Twitch, instead of just the enjoyment. But as long as you're doing something that you enjoy, uh, have at it, So I'll push at that. For me, what I've gone to learn is that, especially with hearing the podcast and everything, I've learned quite a bit of things from Donut Operator, Mr. Beast, as well as so far as to editing and doing videos and all that stuff. Zero, you happen to notice the last podcast how I do the camera switches, right? So what I've gone to learn from Donut Operator and Mr. Beast is that an average person has about a 7-second attention span, meaning that you got to catch their attention with things that keep your watch time up or things that would be kind of sporadic. So I've always gone to. It's going to sound weird when I.
No, you're right. Like it could be as simple as moving an object across the screen or having a flash of a picture. As long as it doesn't go stale.
Yeah.
You got to keep your crowd's attention. You have
hard,
to entertain.
But it's difficult for people with low numbers when they're just sitting there talking to themselves because not a lot of people are comfortable with just talking to themselves.
Yeah, well, and
Yep.
you got to practice at that too. But for one, I also learned as well, and this was by a great dude by the name of Jake from Corridor Digital. I'm not sure. I know Scottsdale that you've.
I've heard that name before. Jake from Corridor Digital. Shit.
They've done a lot of work with Black Rifle Coffee Company with their videos and stuff.
Okay, yeah. I was like, damn. What
so
from somewhere.
I basically kind of for content creation, and I'm gonna give everyone out there probably about like $5,000 worth of advice here. If
show me the money.
If pretend like you're an FM AM radio, the ones that old school ones that have static. You got to think that. Hold on. You got to think what might make me stop or make you stop turning the station and staying on your channel.
Am I actually the radio? Are you asking me?
I mean, I'll turn your knobs any day.
Whoa, easy there, killer. I'm still analog. But what I'm asking, you said, imagine you're a radio. Like, am I the AM FM radio, or am I the person turning the radio on and off?
You're the AM FM radio, and the viewer is the person that is turning the radio.
Okay, now I can get into character.
So. All right, now turn it. Okay. So it's basically
Static.
like that. You gotta create something to where people would stop and just watch. You're still being yourself. You're still no matter what, but it's your creative style that would make people stop and be like, this is something that I can get on.
I have a problem.
What?
I don't know if this is the coffee that I just took a sip of. But they're two of the same color cups. And I'm having a dilemma because the cup that I just drank was sitting in front of me, and then this cup was sitting in front of me, but it's not hot, and my hand is still warm from the cup I just had a second ago. So I'm wondering who the fuck set my cup over there.
I don't know. Look at Evie. But speaking about content.
So I want to talk about what you were saying there, Warhammer, because that's a good point. Like drawing the attention as an entertainer is a skill that people need to adapt to if they want to be in this type of platform, especially with the saturation, right? But I really want to focus on what you said there is you're a good person, and what were your exact words? Just be you. Like that's great advice. That's humble. But that's not how the market works. That's not the industry. And I hate to break it to people that think they can just go on stream, be themselves, and find success, because sometimes that's not all it takes. Sometimes you have to be the person you don't want to be to succeed. You have to be what people want to see. I've seen a dude
cover his face in peanut butter for viewership.
Yeah, that's true too.
910, I think it was.
I don't know.
Yeah, and that's just the hard facts. You know,
good dude,
and it sucks because a lot of nice people think they can, you know, just turn on the camera, play Fortnite with 100,000 other people doing the same thing, and they're just going to get all these viewers, get ad revenue, and all. That's not how it works. You have to stand out in a saturated market.
But see, like, and we actually run into that same problem with Article 1776, Matthew. And I'll tell you why. You have what we do is a very niche market, regardless of how many companies there are. Grunt Style kind of has that top dog status for the type of apparel that we make.
Well,
I'm not saying that we don't bite at their heels.
I think that more or less like that would be more like, because I think Matt Best and Black Rifle did it first. Well, mainly Matt Best.
I think they were all around the same period. You had Matt Best with 9 Line. And then, you know, he got with, you know, Black Rifle. So that kind of crosses over. But when you think about it, so you have, you know, Grunt Style, 9 Line. There's another one, Red Line Apparel. Those, they kind of already have that market space, and it's saturated with how long they've been doing it. So you have companies that are like me and you know, smaller, independent, still patriotic apparel companies, but we have to tooth and claw against the big dogs. So you've got small streamers who are tooth and clawing against these big time streamers who are still getting that ad revenue, that 50-50 split, that 60-40 split, whatever they're getting. And then you have the smaller streamers like us who have to constantly evolve, constantly change up their content, sometimes can't afford, like you said, Zero, to be the person that they really are, and they have to do outrageous things for viewership. I've seen a dude cover himself in peanut butter on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
In what universe, Matthew, are you going to cover yourself in peanut butter?
I was going to say, where's the peanut butter?
Well, he's not going to do it for viewership. You give him a bottle of whiskey and stick him in a room with a bunch of people, he'll do it anyway. I mean,
like it's
kind of scary, but I've seen it.
That's not me being stretching outside of my personality. That is my personality.
That could, well, I mean, it's 50% personality, 51% Marine.
Yeah, that's true. But it's,
you get the 50%, you get that one little bit extra. That's a Marine.
to add on to what Zero is saying, but also from what I'm saying too. But you got to be the type of person that is willing to realize that complacency kills. So what you are doing personally as yourself, what you're doing at that moment may not work. You got to change up everything to where
that's why I can't stream just specifically one game.
So that you got to go outside your own box, go outside your box. Me personally, I just kind of do it for the comfort, but I love supporting good people such as Zero and the Zero Limits gaming community, to where it's like, okay, I really like how the vibe of this person is. And of course, every single viewer has their own personable take. You know, you do you, but for the creative side of that spectrum, a lot of people have to go outside of their bounds, which could take a lot of work. Some may be easier than others, but I dig the vibes of what the Zero Limits gaming community has to offer. And I will say this, if you guys have a chance, check out the Zero Limits gaming community. They're really cool folks.
Yeah, Draco, stay high. If you happen to follow us on Twitch for any reason, Draco Stay High is a common name inside our little community here. Yeah. So you can find them through Draco. Go to Zero Limits' page himself. You said you stream twice a week, right?
Yep.
What kind of games are you streaming now?
So my main game is Warframe, and then I have like an open day where I kind of just, it'll either be a community vote on trying out a new game and kind of giving my review or take on it, or just trying some out of the box indie game on Steam or something like that.
My question is to you, Zero. I know that because I visit your Discord's channel quite frequently actually. This kind of leads into my next topic. What is your favorite pew pew, both either in real life and in one of your favorite games?
My favorite pew pew?
Shooty bang bang.
Mm-hmm.
I like some Borderlands, for sure. I like Borderlands.
Is it like any type of gun that's in there specifically?
A specific gun? I like 3-round bursts, whether it's with a laser rifle or in real life.
I actually, so I started going to school a few months ago for gunsmithing, and I found, so I play a lot of simulator games. I don't necessarily play them a lot on like stream, but I play them for like, I have a computer building simulator, I have, racing simulators and stuff. So I was scrolling through like Steam suggestions one day, and this is shortly after I started going to SDI, and I actually found a game called Gunsmith Simulator.
Nice.
And it is exactly like you think it would be. I get guns in the game that are rusted out, pieces missing, pieces broken, have to restore them. And you literally have to take the guns apart piece by piece. So let's say there's, for an AR-15, there's roughly 85 pieces. From the muzzle device itself, all the way down to the bolt catch spring, all the way down to the buffer spring. There's about 85 pieces, give or take, depending on whether it's direct impingement or if it's a piston-operated weapon. You literally have to take all 85 pieces apart. Every spring, every washer, every nut and bolt, every
crazy.
pin, every camber pin, every latch pin, spring.
That's like the PC simulator. It's like that too, where it's like build your own rig
It's
and like
exactly
you take
the same thing. And
open
I have
the whole
both
case
of
and
PC
everything.
simulators. It's exactly the same way, but it's with guns. And then you have to blue the barrels and rust and anti-corrosion, oil them, paint them, put skins on them, test them out at the range. You can buy guns from like the bidding place, and you can build your own arsenal and stuff. And like, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say it's cool. I thought it was cool because guess what? I know how to take apart a fucking Uzi now. Have I ever taken apart an Uzi? No, but if you give me the proper tools, I guarantee I know where all the fucking pieces are.
That is really cool because then you don't have to like actually own an Uzi, but you can see all the insides of it and how it goes together and whatnot.
Because like, hey, I'm in school for gunsmithing, so like, on my downtime, I fuck around and I rebuild guns in gunsmithing simulator. Now I know it's a I know it's a game. It's not the real thing. There may be something that it's missing. I'm playing it, understanding the margin of error, but the overall tool itself is helpful. So like,
I can already imagine like a letter going to the developers of the game, like, "Hey, like I'm actually a gunsmith. These guns are not coming out correctly. Like, what's going on here?"
They are accurate. The name of the furniture is accurate. The manufacturers are accurate. Like, they are licensed manufacturers, like Colt, Glock. Like, they're actually using these specific names. So there's some money and development behind it, and it's very rudimentary because it's a simulator game. But at the same time, I am fucking excited to see what it could grow to be.
Yeah.
I just wish it was in VR.
See, my thing is,
Oh yeah,
It'd be awesome.
that'd be great.
my thing is this. I'm not sure if you guys knew this, but I do love COD. I do love playing with the boys and squadding up and everything. But I didn't know this.
Odd.
Yeah. But I found out the reason why Call of Duty cannot use the legal names of the pew pew, like all the guns.
And I'm pretty sure I can figure out why.
Well, because
legality reasons. They don't want to get sued.
Yeah, legality. So Kevin Brittingham created the Honey Badger. They had the Honey Badger. He said it was okay. But because of all the legality issues that COD was already facing, they said, let's not go with the original name. Let's go with the Chimera. And that's what it's
Chimera,
yeah, it's literally called in the game. But that's probably one of my favorites to use in the video game world is the Chimera or the Honey Badger, because the thing runs sweet.
I'm an AR guy, like through and through, and it's not because I'm an AR fanboy. It's I've shot an AK,
Mm-hmm.
I've shot a Galil, I've shot my AR. The AR is comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It's durable. It's industrious as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
They're accurate. They're reliable. The AR is a awesome platform.
Mm-hmm.
So I use it any chance I get, even in video games. Like I use an AR.
Yeah.
There's just something about the
I want to take Zero.
look is timeless.
I want to take Zero. I want to take Zero and quite a bit of people from the Zero Limits gaming community to the range one day. Just have some fun. Maybe just kind of hang loose. Maybe have some like barbecue or something like that afterwards. Some good old food.
Oh man, that'd be great.
I would love to. It's going to be a logistical fucking nightmare. It's going to take months to plan, if not a year. Just because you got to have everybody committed to taking the time off of work, taking the time out of their schedules and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be fucking awesome to do. I think it, honestly I've been thinking about it, and this is the first time I'm saying anything to anybody. I'd like to get together with a group of streamers to do like a giant camping trip.
Well,
like just a bunch of streamers hanging out. Yeah, we're gonna film, but it's gonna be like filming us having some downtime, just hanging out, being people.
Picture this though,
enjoying nature.
But if we were at the range, I would have several sponsors like there too. But I would have like gun sponsors, also gaming sponsors as well. But also have Zero Limits merch up there with our merch, so then that way it's kind of like it shows like a great community that we're having a fun time with, and it's also a great way to network too, like how like people could work with others in other forms of platforms, because it brings us back to what we mentioned earlier in the previous topic. Complacency kills, so you got to kind of have these guests or kind of network out with people to kind of see like, oh, this content really looks cool. I want to work with this person, just give it a try. So, and I guarantee you guys, y'all looking, watching, listening, wherever you may be, the Zero Limits gaming community is awesome, folks.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And I do want to say, I just want to tell everybody, like, I'm not like a know-it-all. Like, I don't have all the answers. I'm just kind of sharing some of the stuff that I've seen, because I do work with a lot of streamers. And that's actually kind of why I started streaming myself. It's not for money or fame or anything. Since I work with streamers, I need to know the tools that they use, because that's kind of my thing. Like, I'm still running the Discord. This is still my business. But if I'm going to work with streamers and I want them to have success, I need to be able to provide good tools for them, and that's not just overlays or emojis or graphics or anything art, but I need to know what camera issues they're working with, what cams are good, their mic setups, even when it comes down to like bitrate lag and their rigs, if they're going to stream, like the quality, because I'm trying to build like a broadcasting network. Like it's not just one streamer.
I'm gonna need
like
to pick
I'm building
your
a
brain
network
then, because I've been having some issues with my PC. So I'm going to basically scrub the entire thing. I'm
Okay.
deleting everything on both my hard drives. I'm basically starting back
Oh
from
yeah.
a basic new rig. The issue I have is getting my well, at the time, Streamlabs, my settings for that to be as good as my computer will allow them to be. Got a decent rig. It's not high dollar or anything. I built it, picked all the pieces out, so like it can perform. It's got a 3050. It still performs.
Oh, one. I'm sorry. One other thing.
But
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But so getting my bit rate and my output settings, I may need some help on. So if you could help me with that, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I can't help you, then I definitely will know somebody that can. And that's the kind of people I'm surrounding myself around, right?
Yeah.
I'm finding these people with these like crazy amounts of skills.
If you don't know, you
and
know who does.
That's yes, exactly. In the world of creativity.
And hey, if you ever
in about 2 years, if you ever need a weapon, let me know and I will point you in the right direction.
See, exactly. There's the network.
If you ever needed,
I got a gun guy now.
Editor, I got you.
Yeah, see, now I got an editor. And that's part of it. Like, that was kind of my whole thing is, this is really important. I just want to say this and we can move on to the next topic. But, so I went an entire year building just Discord, right? However, because I did so much networking, without even hitting affiliate, I have almost 300 followers on Twitch. And to me, I actually wanted to hit 1,000 without being an affiliate, just to make a statement that you don't actually have to be a streamer to have a following. I was just in there, watching the people I like to watch, joining the groups that I, heard about, like poking my nose around, seeing like you will find bad groups and bad people and people that hate you for trying to succeed.
Yeah.
But, what I like to tell the team is, when you're under a lot of pressure, are you going to crumble or are you going to become a diamond? Because we're breeding diamonds over here.
Yeah, no, I get it.
What?
That's one of the weird things that I think I have an issue with when it comes to like being at other people's streams. I will mention, I'm a streamer. This is a game I'm playing as well. I don't give out my like this is my stream link. This is like my link to go.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't ever advertise myself on somebody else's stream that I am a streamer. Hey, go check me out. And it's more like, I stream too sometimes when I play this game. It's actually pretty cool. Like if I find somebody playing a new game that I'm playing, I'll hop in, give advice. Oh, do you play the game? Yeah, I stream this for a little bit. Oh, you're a streamer. What's your link? And I usually don't like give out my link like that. So I guess that's kind of like on me. And kudos that you're just now affiliate, already have 300 followers. Mm-hmm. I've been doing this for 2 years and haven't broke 200 yet. I'm not even close to 200 yet. I'm okay with that. But I think that, just that right there, you spent an entire year building up your Discord community, and then you bust on the scene swinging pretty much. So, I got to commend that. Like, I could not even begin to hate on somebody for that. And I think that's awesome.
I want to hit up one thing, though. You have a YouTube channel, Zero.
Yes, I do.
And what is it? For the people that are listening and watching?
Zero. So XERO_limits with the Z on the end.
Nice.
And that's like everything. So if you want to find me on Twitch, YouTube, I just started a TikTok, XLG, Zero Limits Gaming.
Go. So not only is this guy being productive in the Discord worlds, he's being productive in the other worlds too.
Where do you go? It's not even like attached to anything.
That's
not good.
That's to my butt plug. I'm just kidding.
Well, then I should plug it in.
But no, it's speaking about personable stuff and growth. I've actually have a beautiful woman now in my life, and so I'm proud about that. And
Oh wow! Congratulations.
I'm happy for you, dude. I did tell you to get a dog though first.
so it's like,
I'm not comparing the two. Don't get me wrong. Not comparing the two. I just think a dog is a lot less responsibility, even though it is a lot of responsibility.
another shameless plug. You'll find a lot of people with
I'm sure she's great.
growth and development that not only wanting to grow themselves, but wanting to see you grow as a streamer. So if you stream, do head up to Zero Limits Gaming. And I think that mind frame is infectious to where it's like, okay, you surround yourself with good people that have the characteristic of want to see you reach your goals, and the same of vice versa. So, and that's what a good community is, and that's a healthy community, because you want to shed out the toxic type of stuff out of your life, whether no matter if you're a YouTuber, gamer, streamer, or just a person in general.
Hell, even in your personal life, we've done it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but
Bitch got my life.
the one thing, that is not do you know one thing that we're not doing toxic? What's the one company that is not doing a toxic thing this month? Scottsdale.
I'm fucking done with you. I don't want to fucking be here anymore.
That was a bad.
Article 1776. Go get a fucking t-shirt.
Damn right. And this month,
I love you.
Damn right. And for this month of December, we're actually donating 5% of the proceeds for the Marine Corps Toys for Tots Foundation, helping out the kids.
I have a challenge.
I'm already challenged.
Well, you eat crayons. Anyway, whatever we donate, our 5%, I'll match.
Oh shit! Okay.
So even if we,
That's awesome.
I mean, fuck you. I mean, even if we send $10, I'll match the $10. I'll probably throw another 10 in. Just that's a lot of shit. If there's $100, I match $100.
500.
I'll hit the corner. Like I ain't a rich man, but I'm a proud man.
Yeah, there you
you know.
go.
So like, I'm rich in all the ways that don't count in the universe.
Please. So again, please, if you can. I don't know what happened there. Welcome back. Can't hear you again. But Zero Limits, if you could, please give us and the viewers all of your socials and everything, please.
Oh man, you just want me to say them all? So the Discord is discord.gg/XLG.
Okay. You got any YouTubes or anything that you would like to mention?
TikTok at Zero Limits with the Z on the end. Zero is spelled with an X.
There you go. There you go. Of course, all the link to my socials will be in the description below. Scottsdale, you'll find him all across the board at Scottsdale87. See, he's having technical difficulties. And so the dad joke of the day, I will...
Get the peanut butter. We can't hear you, Scottsdale.
So the dad joke of the day, or dad advice, I could say. He actually got the peanut butter. He actually got the peanut butter.
Oh man, it's that good stuff too. The Jif. Is it creamy or crunchy?
Creamy. So
creamy, extra salty.
So the dad advice, much like my dad.
Oh yeah, let's go. Oh, there's a little hole in there, is what he's saying.
With the dad advice that I have for the end of the podcast is reach out, touch grass, hug someone, family member, let your friends know that you care for them. And always, you owned the day, so go fucking get it. That's my best advice. And thank you all so much for watching, listening, tuning in wherever you may be. YouTube, Google Play, Spotify, Google Podcasts, sorry, Spotify, wherever else. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Love y'all so much, and freedom the fuck on, everyone.
Go get them dreams.